Welcome to this episode of So You Miss Lab, where we make everything up. Today's lab is Chemical and Physical Changes of Matter, Part 1. In this lab, we'll be doing a number of investigations. The first one is heating wood splint. We'll take the wood splint and break it up into small pieces, placing them into a test tube and heating it over a Bunsen burner using a test tube holder. Using the test tube holder, we're going to tilt the test tube at a diagonal and move it in and out of the flame. Record the observations of the changes in your data tables. Place the hot test tube directly on the lab table to cool. In investigation number 2, we'll be adding magnesium and hydrochloric acid together. Holding the bottle at an angle and using a microspatula, add a small amount of magnesium into the test tube. Using a test tube holder, add 5 to 6 drops of 3 molar hydrochloric acid. Record your observations in the data tables. Phew, how's that feel?
Well, I'm not going to drop it, but it's like hot.
Write that down. In investigation number 3, we'll be grinding copper sulfate pentahydrate using a mortar and pestle. So taking a few crystals from the bottle, place into the mortar, and grind away. We're looking to get a fine powder. Record your observations in your data tables. Next, we'll transfer the solid into a test tube and heat it over the Bunsen burner. By using our test tube holders, we'll place in the flame, keeping it at an angle and moving back and forth within the flame. Record your observations of the change in your data tables. We've let the sample cool, and now we're going to add 2 to 3 drops of distilled water. Record your observations of the change in your data tables. Investigation number 5, combining solutions number 1. We will be combining a few drops of FeCl3 with a few drops of KSCN. Record your observations in your data tables.
All right, guys, looks like we've made everything up. Now it's time to clean up.